Hello, everybody. It's me. I'm back. Remember me? Maybe? Just a moment, I'm having several technical difficulties at the same time. Not fun. Looks like my VTube software has indeed crashed. Let's see if we can maybe resurrect this thing. Yeah, sorry, Civ 5 kinda makes my computer behave weirdly. But hey, there I am. There's my face. But also it would seem that I can't log into Twitch on my browser. Because of course. Hey, look at this. This guy has time to stream now. Let's fuck it all up. Said the Rothschilds. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to publish my VODs later. Unless it works now. Nope. Your browser is unsupported. No, it's not. It's just a Chromium browser. Well, whatever. I guess that's just gonna be that way now. Guess I'm just not gonna publish any VODs. Or clips. Or, well, I suppose I can still make clips in Streamlabs, right? I've just never done it. Fuck you, Germany, I remember what you did. I have not forgotten. Does this thing have a clip button? No. Okay, well, I guess I'm just not gonna clip anything on Twitch either. What a thing. Oh yeah, I guess I'm still at the war with China. That's cool. That's fun. But hey, guess what? Guess fucking what? I'm done. I'm done learning things. That's it, no more learning. This is as smart as I'm gonna get. I'm never learning anything new again. Fuck you, Germany. That's right, I have finished my last assignment. Earlier today I finished my last exam. Assuming I passed, of course. Which I am, because I probably did. Probably didn't get a very good score because I fucked up like an entire calculation. Because there was like 5 parts to the test. And I completely butt-fucked one of them. And by the time I realized I like ran out of time. But hey, that's still 4 out of 5 that were probably correct for the most part. That should be enough, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure the assignments are fine too. So yes. By all intents and purposes, I am now an engineer. Pretty cool, huh? I know how to make a for loop. I know what an algorithm is. I can do integral calculus. Or, well, I knew how to do integral calculus, I've probably forgotten. But hey, that's something, right? That's not nothing. Well, it's nothing for the most part, but in the eyes of the government and also in the eyes of potential employers, I have this cool paper, or we'll have the cool paper pretty soon that says I know stuff. And that means they're gonna give me money. So 5 years well spent? Maybe. Time will tell, I guess. Hopefully it wasn't a complete waste, because I don't know, I think I'm gonna do some Johnny Silverhand stuff if it was. This stream's probably gonna be pretty short though, because my neurons are just fried. They are cooked, they have overheated several times, they have melted inside my head. It's just one large neuron now. They've all melted together. But hey, rest assured. On Wednesday, I think. Yeah, let's say Wednesday. Cause today I gotta make some more bakings. Same thing tomorrow. I also gotta go to the store to buy some more ingredients. Also I gotta clean, so tomorrow's probably gonna be busy. Yeah, Wednesday's gonna be the Christmas stream. For those that might be new to the channel, that's something I do every goddamn year. Just before, you know, like a week before Christmas usually. I do like a big stream. I think last time I went for 10 hours. Probably not gonna do the same this time. On the account of, you know, being mostly deceased. But I think we'll aim for at least, I don't know, 6. That sounds good enough, right? Yeah, and that's probably gonna be the last stream of the year. So yeah, unfortunately only 2 streams before I head home for the Christmas season. But you best fucking believe me. Next year it's gonna be streams all around. That's all I'm gonna do, at least until I find some kind of employment. So, you know, January, probably February at least. It's gonna be lots of streams. Yes, again, the schedule for this week is today and Wednesday. Not sure when I'm gonna be starting on a Wednesday, because my sleep schedule has been just completely fucked. It's just absolutely ruined. Hopefully I can start earlier than I have these past few months. But we will see. Probably gonna be leaving on Friday. Thursday I'm gonna have to clean because, goddamn, I have been neglecting that part of being a grown-up these past couple of weeks. Because goddamn, they just didn't want to let me go easy. They did not want me to have a nice and calm December. Who might they be? Well, everybody. This school kind of last minute decided, oh, you actually gotta do these 2 exams on the site. I didn't even know where the exam room was. I had to find it. I had to find it. When I got there, I couldn't figure out how to open the lock. I was probably fumbling with it for like 5 minutes. It's like, oh shit, the fucking exam's like starting. Then somebody else came along like, hey, let me help you out with that. Then he just went like click-clack. Like in both directions. The lock was against me. Then they also decided that the last exam, even though that one was online, that they would apply these special rules in which I would have to write the things on a paper. I couldn't use any online materials or the internet. During the test, I had to have the webcam on, I had to show the whole desk. And I couldn't even use the calculator on the computer. So like, you know, Sunday, I noticed the announcement at like 7 PM, I think. So I had to walk to the store to get a battery for a calculator that I hadn't used since 2018. You know, on top of having to go to that same faraway store like 3 times earlier that week. Then I had to like write everything down on paper. In like a fucking notebook. And we were supposed to also have like a whatever you call it, like a book with all the important science stuff in it, which I didn't have, so I just had to guess which things I might need in the test and just write them all down like these big tables of all kinds of fucking coefficients and that kind of stuff. Just everything. Everything had to be done the most difficult way possible. Just as I was about to graduate, I was thinking like, oh, this last month is gonna be a cakewalk. It's just a math and English, and also my final exam. But you know, that's whatever. I've been ready for that for at least a month. Because, you know, doing math on the computer is easy, right? Because in the past we could just have the, like, course materials open. All I would have to do is just plug in some formulas. You know, just do some basic algebra, that was it. But no, not this time. Gotta make sure I'm gonna be burnt out for Christmas. What a fucking shit time, man. Hey, no, Joe. Hello, my favorite China hater. That's me. I ain't having none of their shenanigans anymore. So yes, I suppose today's lesson is that don't go to school. Like I used to have a caveat there, like unless you know you go into a science field where you might need it, just don't go to school. Just don't. Sounds like the way of the education system. Yup. Always gotta fucking buttfuck me at the worst possible time. I'm pretty sure something similar has happened like every Christmas. Like the whole time I've been in this goddamn university. Every time before Christmas there's something like, oh, actually we decided that there's an assignment for December 22nd. Like, oh, I'm gonna kill myself in front of you. Cheers that I dropped out. Good. Fuck school. But jokes aside, if you wanna be like a doctor or a fucking NASA scientist or something, I suppose that's when you actually have to go to school. You gotta learn how to do things that you can't really learn online. You know, as in, like building rockets, I suppose. Cutting open human bodies. But if you wanna go to IT or, I don't know, you wanna become a writer or go to film or something, just don't go. It's just so not worth it. Especially if you're in one of those countries where you have to like pay for it yourself. Absolutely not. But you know what, it's fucking done. And hopefully I won't have to think about it ever again besides, you know, submitting my graduation form, which I still gotta do, but you know, that's probably not a huge thing. You know, I actually got some... I got some feedback for my thesis. Because my instructor already like gave me the green light, you can put this out, but... Then like the languages teacher gave me some notes like, oh yeah, you can use these notes to fix them, then you can publish it. It's like, it's already out. It's fucking done. Too late, bitch. Should have been faster, I guess. Womp womp. Now everybody's gonna be like, gasp. He left in a comma where one shouldn't be. Just the absolute lack of communication of this fucking place. Hey, you can publish this. Okay, I'ma publish it. Oh hey, after you fixed it, you can publish it. Well, it's out already. Fuck. What is the fucking deal with this place? All the instructors can see all the messages on the board. Please just put a tiny bit of effort in this. Why am I the only person who's not being paid for this? Putting in the most effort. As far as like communication goes. Just talk. Stop sending me mixed fucking signals. I was in the 8th grade and I didn't wanna bother. My country is a thing for people can just take the finals and get the damn paper, but my school refused to do it and I was not about to waste another 2 years. Just 2. 12,000 word essay for why you should graduate. They probably get paid even if they don't do their job. Clearly. Clearly they do. But I was kind of under the impression that if one didn't do their job, they would get fucking fired. Apparently I was wrong. And the more you fucking know. So yeah, excited to see how that plays out. Are they gonna be like, actually we gotta undo this whole lengthy process and you gotta fix it and then publish it again, or are they just gonna be like, oh well, it's out now, too late. But hey, other than that, it's all done. I've finished it. Took me 5 years instead of 3.5 like it was supposed to, but... yeah. There you go. Also just 2 years, but I already knew everything they teached and I wasn't even for a... it wasn't even for a uni degree. Okay. That makes sense then. What's the plans for post-graduation? I don't know. Sell all my possessions, run into the woods and become a cryptid. Because honestly after this I don't wanna write anything anymore. not a single word. I'm done. In the future I will communicate only through howls, and that's only gonna be to terrify any nearby hikers to get away from my hideout. would give me, I think, all of their cities except one, but I kind of want all of them, so I don't know. Also, my unhappiness is already like kind of crippling. So if I took those cities immediately, I would have probably died. Gotta wait for these courthouses to be done and stuff. Gotta plan at least the next 10 years accounting for any economic crisis. Yeah. That sure would be good. But I guess to do that I would have to actually make some money. Or start practicing my cryptid skills right now. One or the other. Unhappy people, huh? Have you tried starting a weed plantation? I wish I could. Also, why is... Am I at war with Turkey? I guess. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's make peace, why not? Okay, so they got more cities in this direction. I guess. That's pretty bad. Whatever. I'm not really even playing to win anymore. I mean, this game got kinda bugged the last time. Because I was attacked by everybody at the same fucking time. But if nothing else, at least I'm gonna beat China. We might be going down, but we're gonna take China with us. Oh boy, some cheap viewers. No thank you, I prefer quality over quantity. Yeah, sure, why not? Did somebody just drop something in my mailbox? Kind of sounded like it, although it's almost midnight, so that's kind of weird. But I swear I could hear something falling in there. Maybe just a letter from earlier today. That was like kinda stuck in between the little hatch. That happens sometimes. Let me just check real quick, in case it's like a mail bomb or something. Oh, nothing there. Must have just been my imagination. Perhaps even a hallucination. Because at this point I'm not gonna say that that's impossible. How the fuck do these rebels have anti-tank guns? I don't even have anti-tank guns. Who the hell gave these to them? God damn it. What has even happened since the last time I streamed? When was the last time I streamed? 27th, right? That seems about right. Yeah, no idea what happened. Dick Cheney died, I guess. Was that before or after? Oh yeah, that was the 3rd of November. So over a month ago. Goddamn. I just have no concept of time anymore. My mind's still somewhere back in August. You know, last I remember it was August, then I don't know, I studied some physics, I studied some math. I went to the dentist a couple of times and boom, it's fucking December. How did that happen? Insane. I feel like that shouldn't be allowed. Time needs to slow down. It just needs to fucking relax, man. What's the hurry? Well, this could be useful. But then again, so could this, but that's so far away though. Let's do this one. It's not much, but it's something. Yeah, sure, Egypt, what the hell. Let's be friends. Why not? Oh yeah, I did have a bit of pretty interesting news to share from France. Napoleon kinda reminded me of it. So get this. Like a few days ago, I think. Well, sometime last week. For a brief moment in France. Yes, France, I know. It's full of French people, it's gross. But hear me out. Because they actually managed to do something right. For a brief moment, electricity was free. Do you understand the gravity of that statement? In the year of our Lord, 2025, they had free power. Just for a moment, though. But they had it. And now consider the fact that how much the boomers and the Gen Xers fucked us over by fighting against nuclear power. Because I mean, I just got a power bill last month and I gotta tell you, it wasn't fucking free. Quite the opposite, in fact. French are onto something for that moment. Yeah, you know, for all the other shortcomings, the French understand nuclear power. And not just for energy generation, I mean they have nukes too. Very advanced nukes. So on those two fronts they played it really smart. They have a nuclear power. They are providing 75% of the entire country's power with nuclear plants. They have their own nuclear arsenal, which means, you know, they won't get invaded. That is the only real guarantee against invasion. And they have a very robust domestic defense production. So for once I will, you know, hats off to the French. I will give, you know, I will give respect when it's due. Sure, they might have failed on all other fronts, but they got those three things right. Well, those and Lea Seydoux. But you know, I'm not gonna really give that to them. That was just a happy accident. There of course should be a limit to free power, because people would for sure abuse it to run a crypto mines and AI racks. Oh yeah, I mean, you can. Obviously you can't have free power forever, but that's just the, you know, signifier how low the cost of power was for that brief moment. People being scared of nuclear really fucked us. Yep. A whole generation looked at essentially magic rocks that gave us virtually virtually unlimited power. And I thought, no, we don't want those. We would rather, I don't know, either burn a coal or cut down like an entire Finland's worth of forest to like put down wind farms and solar panels. All because that one time the fucking communists failed to boil water. Like that wasn't even really a fuck up. That wasn't really an accident even. They knew about it. They knew about the flaw that could cause Chernobyl. They just didn't fix it because they were communists. You know, first off, it would have been expensive to fix it. And second of all, because it's a communist state, of course they can't, like, admit to a fault existing, because that would make the state and the party look bad. And that's why currently Germany is running on a coal power. Once again in the year of our Lord 2025. Like they've straight up opened like the biggest coal mine in Europe. You fucking idiots. But hey, rare moment to actually also give some props to my own country. Finland is currently producing 35% of its power with nuclear plants, with plans to build more. So you know what, let's for once hear it for Finland. Good. More. Let's hope we keep building even more in the future. Let's hope we also invest into thorium reactors, because we have one of the biggest thorium, or you know, the biggest suspected thorium deposits on the entire continent. We could be not only energy independent, but we could export that shit to our neighbors too, if we really wanted to, instead of pouring billions into fucking Somalia or something. Hey, you know, if you wanna pour money into Somalia, that's fine. You wanna help them? That's an okay thing to believe. But here's a suggestion: instead of just, you know, funneling our tax money to them, how about we use our tax money to build nuclear plants, from which we'll export power to our neighboring countries, and then we'll use some of those profits to help them. You know? I'm just saying, investing in your own country is never a bad idea. Also, Australia is the biggest anti-nuclear propaganda contributor because they produce a shit ton of coal. Oh yeah. Australia's kind of an insane place. All kinds of weird free speech laws. I think they also banned guns, like, completely. Which which is kind of insane considering it's fucking Australia. Like, guys, you have spiders so big that you need a gun to kill them. What do you mean you fucking banned guns? What, because of one mass shooting? Okay. Sure. Also, what happened to those self-sufficient nuclear plants that are designed to collapse down after being used up? I don't know what those are, but that sounds like a terrible idea. I don't think a nuclear plant should be designed to collapse. Or do you mean like a self-contained mini reactor? Yeah, I don't know. Solar and wind farms are so ass building and produce a shit ton of pollution, so they still are a lot worse than nuclear. Yep, they take up more space. You need to destroy a lot more nature to build them. They are not reliable, so you still need to have capacity to build, or capacity to produce that amount of power from other more conventional sources. When it's when it's not windy or during the fucking night. I will say that I am 100% in favor of small scale solar and wind power. Putting solar panels on the roofs of residential buildings and like malls and shit. I think that's a good idea. Not just for like, reducing the carbon footprint and whatnot. And like, kind of easing up everybody's power bills, but also in the event of like, I don't know, a natural disaster or, God forbid, a war. If the like external power infrastructure is gonna be damaged or destroyed, people won't freeze to death. That'd be good. So yeah, put solar panels on rooftops. Vertical wind turbines in yards, that would be a good idea too. And I say specifically vertical wind turbines because horizontal ones are stupid. Because vertical ones are just better in every way. They spin regardless of the direction of the wind. You don't need a whole structure to hold up the fucking turbine. The whole structure is the turbine. All the shit you need to maintain is close to the ground. It doesn't need to be a stall, it doesn't kill birds. Yada yada yada. I was actually looking at like small vertical turbines that you could put in your yard. Costs just a few grand. On a good day it would probably cover most of my, if not all of my energy needs. So I probably will be getting one of those one day. As well as solar panels. Best of course would be to be like near a stream or a river. I could put down some hydro turbines or a flywheel or something. That'd be the most reliable. I would like to become as independent of the system as possible at one point. Because I just kinda don't trust them anymore. If the World Economic Forum indeed gets their way, they're gonna start microchipping people and everybody's gonna be eating bugs. I think that's about the time I should call it quits from this whole society thing. Cut myself off both physically and literally. Or figuratively. Estonia spends like 30 million euros a year to buy Samsung tanks from South Korea, and I must say, buying tanks in this time is retarded. A tank costs like 5 to 10 million, and anti-tank missile and drone costs like 600,000. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are drones that cost like a few $1,000s that can take out a tank. I'm not really a big, defense tech guy or a strategist. Except in Civilization, as we all know, I'm fucking masterful. But I'm sure tanks still have some kind of purpose. There still is a place for a weak gun that can't be jammed or taken out with microwaves. So I kind of understand, you know, still having them around, but then again, you know, investing money into new tanks instead of just maintaining your old fleet and using that money to buy anti-tank weapons instead. I don't know. Does kind of seem silly. If I were running a military, I probably would be investing most of my money into drones at this point. Also railguns. Not because I think that that's gonna be like a big thing in the future, but just because I think those are cool. But also, if we figure them out, those are gonna be like very annoying for tanks also. I think that actually might be even worse for tanks than drones in some ways, if you think about it. Because drones, you can see them on radar, you can shoot them down, you can microwave them, you can laser them. Maybe your APS can take out whatever projectile they're potentially shooting at you. But like a railgun? Or a gauss rifle, cannon, whatever. You know, that's kind of a harder thing. It's just a solid steel projectile coming at you at like a Mach fuck. Not much you can do about that. So yes, they are a long shot, but also whoever does figure them out is they're gonna be ahead of the game. I think. I'll just dodge. Let's get out of the way. Just don't be where they're shooting. Self-contained unmagnetic collapses after it's slowing down making power. It's an interesting design choice. Could be useful in like remote areas, I guess. Solar panels on homes and that stuff's good. Yeah. I think if the government should subsidize anything, it should be that. Because if you think about it, electricity is kinda OP as like a resource. Because it can just kind of do anything. You know, in the event of a war or something. Or like a cyber attack. Like, aha, we've disabled your power grid. Go. Okay, well, I guess our citizens can't, like, I don't know, watch TV at night now. Sad. But like during the day, they would just be fine. That reminds me, Estonia's in charge of most of NATO cybersecurity, so I really hope they have a lot of power saved up for whatever they use for all that. One can hope. So did I destroy China, or do they still have a city somewhere? Oh no, wait, they have one more. Okay. Things get taken down for super cheap, and I don't know why Estonia's even buying tanks so often. Like the government is skimping out on education budget, just one less tank a year could fund all underfunded schools in Estonia. Yeah, I guess everybody's kinda really paranoid about a Russian attack now. Even though in my very much not expert opinion, I would say that they're probably not gonna. Seeing as they kinda got stumped by Ukraine alone. Well, Ukraine and lots of American and EU help. Lots of American weapons, but that's kind of the thing. We already have those. No, Finland, Sweden, Norway. Probably Estonia too, right? Germany. Poland especially. We already have tons of like very effective Western weapons, so if they attacked any one of us, it would just be Ukraine, but probably worse. So I don't think they're gonna do it anytime soon. And since they're not gonna do it anytime soon, I think we should probably spend our time like stockpiling missiles and drones and potentially nukes rather than tanks and that kind of stuff. Also saving money for nuclear power sounds more sound. Yes, unfortunately though, despite the fact that I have an answer to every problem, no government thus far has relinquished their power to me. Which, I mean, I think there's a pretty good case to be made that I should be the one in charge. I mean, listen to all these ideas. Japan made a railgun. Did they? Like a real one instead of just like a test bench. Well, damn, look at that. It's a real railgun on a real warship and they successfully hit another ship. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. So how fast does this thing fire? The cannon can fire 40mm projectiles weighing of 320 grams at speeds of Mach 6.5. Its power is 5 megajoules. Damn. Well done, Japan. I mean, it looks like they're just planning to use it for missile defense currently. But hey, since they got it working, there's not much stopping them from like scaling it up. In which case it would be an absolutely fucking devastating like anti-ship weapon. So let's hope they adapt to do that. Scale it up by like 5-fold. Because I think something like that would be a pretty big headache for China and their plans to reunify Taiwan, so to speak. You know, a gun that could shoot a projectile at you at like Mach 7 from like potentially hundreds of miles away would be kind of a nightmare for any kind of amphibious assault, I would imagine. The UK is literally sending us missiles, soldiers and tanks every time Putin farts. I don't know why we buy stuff when the UK is so eager to help. Yeah, just let the Brits die for you. Why not? Oh, what, they still have one more. Christ. My unhappiness is gonna be like 40 by the time I'm done. Oh well, I'm not stopping now. Oh, so you wanna die next, huh? Siam? You wanna die too? Don't make me oblige your request. I don't know why the UK is a boner for us, but they literally just send us shit every other week. They even got an Estonian metal band. The UK and Estonian army to make a recruitment music video. Okay, that's an interesting move. I've seen the UK missiles being driven through my village. Yeah, I don't know. Do they fear that Putin is gonna attack the UK? Surely they're not doing it just for the goodness of their hearts, right? Not that fucking government. Weird stuff, man. Weird stuff's going on. I think these maniacs actually are preparing for a real war. Keep saying all kinds of stuff like, oh, Europeans need to get used to the idea that war on the scale of those of our grandfathers is returning to the continent. It's like, can you just can you just calm down? Nuclear weapons entered the chat a long time ago. Let's not do that. Let's just build some of our own instead, so we can just avoid war. Wouldn't that be better? And I guess the British have. So I don't know why they why don't they just build some more? I mean, come on, while Europe doesn't have like a lot of nuclear power currently, not as much should. You know, Finland, France, the UK to some extent, and I think Sweden, right? We have enough reactor capacity to make some serious kaboom boom. Let's just do it. Let's just build like a good 20,000 nukes or something. Then we can rest fucking assured that Putin's not gonna come over here. Not only would he probably not win a conventional war, but also he wouldn't even have like the nuclear shadow in that case. Why don't we? Why are we such pussies? Stop being so scared and trust the magic rocks. So Japan is just tied off everyone, they always pull this type of shit. That's true. I think by the time like other countries are like, oh, we've integrated this tank with AI. Now it can identify a guy real good. We've made a microwave thing that shoots down drones. Japan is gonna have like a Gundam or something. Alright, here's... we built the colony laser. That's a cool microwave on your truck though. Nice job, America. While the West was making fleshless, Japan already figured out 6 robots. Yeah. I think Japan is like what China wants everybody to believe. That China is. They just want to be Japan. Estonia is a big portion of NATO's cybersecurity, so they might just want to keep it safe. I don't know, maybe. Also, are missiles supposed to be the size of a nuke? What? Hold up, did I read that right? Like the missile was 3 cars length? I mean, yeah, missiles are big. Because the nukes are in fact supposed to go on the tips of those missiles. They are usually very large. Well, depending on the missile, of course, there are big ones and small ones. There are big ones that can fly across continents that are like the size of small buildings. Then there's like the intermediate range stuff that we've been seeing a lot in like Ukraine and stuff. That are like the size of trucks. Then there's of course the small stuff that you fire at like tanks and shit. That are like almost man-portable. And then of course the man-portable stuff like javelins and straws and whatnot. The magic rocks are literally magic, what more can someone ask for? Exactly, we squeeze this rock. We squeeze this fucking rock and it's gonna make a small sun. Why don't we just make more of those? Who's gonna fuck with you if you can drop like 1,000 suns on them? That almost felt like a Linkin Park reference. Suppose the explosive part is not the big portion. Yeah, no, it's the smallest portion. Most of that shit is fuel. Yeah, I guess we could just take this. RIP China, goodbye. Won't be missed. Oh yeah. 39, that's pretty. That's not very good. Lots of rebels, lots of rebels. Gotta go crush them. I will not have anybody challenging my authority. So yeah, I guess we accomplished our ultimate goal. China is no more. But I guess I could keep going until I have nukes or something. Sure. Also, I wonder what are we even gonna do with missiles, not like wars are fought in big groups of people fighting each other in a straight line. Oh yeah, modern missiles are not really... They're not really intended for, like, infantry. Mostly missiles are designed to take out, well, depending on the size, either like ships or buildings or, you know, armored vehicles. Sure, there are some that that are designed to take out large groups of infantry, such as the cluster bombs that America uses, but the rest of the world kind of outlawed those because of obvious reasons. If you don't know what those obvious reasons are, go to Cambodia. Not Cambodia. Is it Cambodia? Well, whatever, Vietnam, Laos, those places. Spoiler alert, they are quite full of unexploded bombs. Tends to happen quite a lot with cluster bombs, which is why we don't fucking use them, but I guess the Americans just felt like, eh. War's war, you know. Shit happens. Also, humanity's lost. There is an actual group of real people forming who are planning to move to North Korea. Let them. That's kind of my... That's kind of what my attitude towards these tankies currently is. I don't try to convince them anymore. They're like, you know what? This place sucks. I wish I could live in North Korea or China. Good, move there. Set up a GoFundMe, I'll send you 20 bucks. Go there. Live in your socialist utopia. Because why wouldn't you? What is your country gonna lose if a communist leaves? Nothing, they're only gonna gain. Because I guarantee those people are not fucking working anyways. Because I mean, think to yourself, why would a modern person living in the modern times become a communist? I forgot who this... I think it was a tweet. I don't remember from who, but somebody actually summarized communism pretty well, and it was something along the lines of communism is when you're successful and ugly, unfortunate freaks want to kill you and take your stuff. And I mean, how can one argue? It seems like 35,000 unemployed dumbasses are moving to North Korea. Oh well, they're gonna be employed very soon. They're gonna be very employed. Welcome to the socialist utopia, comrade. Off to the coal mines. They post a bunch of propaganda about North Korea and they are claiming Japan is not a free country. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Let them go. Let them move there. Let them find out. after seeing the Japan part, I think let them is the right move. That's what I'm saying. Let the herd cull itself. Why waste energy doing it yourself? Yep, I think for way too long we have not let nature do its job. We've held these idiots by the hand. We've guided them through life. And frankly, it seems like the consequences have been disastrous. Stop interfering. Let nature take its course. You know what? I am going to have an alcohol. It is a day of celebration after all. Because I'm fucking done. I'm done calculating. And I'm done writing. I'm done reading. Okay. I wish I could drink alongside with you, but alas, I am still recovering. Well, hey, here's to being done learning, and here's to your speedy recovery. This brandy though still kinda sucks. I have not gotten used to the taste. Christ. But whatever, right now it's not the taste that matters. Right now I just kinda wanna give my poor brain a break. Let it rest, turn the power down a little bit. Cause let me tell you that fucking physics test kinda fucked me up. Like I said, I fucked up one of the calculations entirely. I was also worried that I was gonna run out of time during the last one. I had kind of given up, and then it just kind of clicked, like, oh shit, I do know how to get this one variable. Because there was one thing there that we were never taught how to calculate. That you kind of needed for to get the answer for the last part. But then I kind of figured out how to calculate it myself. It's like, oh, you can just get this whatever coefficient from the thickness of the rod and the difference in temperatures of both ends divided by the length. So I think I solved it like 1 minute after we were, or like one minute before we ran out of time. Like one minute before 10 AM. Which is when the exam was over. Like most of my calculations probably weren't even like, what's the word? Legible. Like you couldn't even read them because I had just scribbled the fucking calculation so fucking fast. But I did make sure that the actual answer was at least clear. By the time I was done, I was like fucking sweating. I was sweating from calculating. What a day. What a week. What a month. Actually, just what a last fucking 4 months. September, October, November, December, all just kinda sucked a major dick. You know what, I'm gonna turn this music up for a moment because this is just a nice vibe. Let's just sit back and listen to this.
Confused. I don't know what's worth fighting for, or why I have to scream. I don't know why I instigate and say what I don't mean. I don't know how I got this way. I know it's not alright, so I'm breaking the heaven. It's a night I'll paint it on the wall.
Yeah, that was nice. It's kinda wild to think about that I first heard Breaking the Habit back in 2007. 18 years ago and I still haven't gotten tired of this song. That's how you know it's a true banger. Like I shit you not, that song was I think my first ringtone on my first phone back in 2008. Crazy stuff. You know, back when... How old was I? 9? So wait, what grade was I? Gotta do some math. So wait, 2012. So I was in the 3rd? No? 2nd grade. There you go. Second grade, when everybody else was still listening to like children's songs. Was kind of a weird contrast, I remember. Everybody else listened to like kids songs, like I think it was like mostly rap music geared towards like very young children. Like other kids would listen to that and they thought they were like cool. They had like expensive brand shoes and shit. They'd wear like Converse shoes in fucking minus 20 degrees because they wanted to look cool. I'd just be sitting on the fucking swing in like my heavy winter boots and like my full whatever you call it. Like a winter hat covers your whole head. Just listen to Linkin Park on my phone. On my old Nokia phone. They would be like, what the fuck is that? What are you listening to? You understand. This is deep. And I mean, they didn't even speak English. And don't get me wrong, I didn't speak English very well either. But I could speak it. I could understand what was being said to some degree. Although I may not have understood the deeper meaning behind the words. But yes, fucking 9-year-old me was just vibing to Linkin Park. In the fucking playground. What a strange child I was. We got something like that here. Yeah, I think it's been a pretty universal experience for the younger Zoomers. The main artist here is called Nublu. Absolute toxic music, SoundCloud white rapper. Tales of Talent and mostly kids listen to him. Linkin Park, huh? Yeah, that is kind of funny. How that is actually how their name came to be. Well, we can't just call ourselves the Linkin Park. What if we just spell it kinda funny? And they did that. They just spelled it kinda funny. And by God, then they became probably the most well-known band of the 2000s. I would argue. And you know what? For once in the world, that was entirely justified. You know, Linkin Park's kind of insane if you think about it. They did something entirely new that I don't think anybody had done before. They did it really fucking well. And it paid off. When does that ever happen? When does it happen to a fucking band? Like, sure, it happened like in the 60s when rock bands just weren't a thing yet in the cultural zeitgeist, if you will. But like, to blow up like that in the fucking 2000s? Especially when like all the like executives and the producers were telling them like, oh no, I don't think this is gonna work. I think you should, you guys... Let me just preface this by saying, this is a real thing that somebody told Linkin Park. I don't think the rapping is gonna work. Mike Shinoda, could you just play the keyboards and you guys could just be like a normal rock band? That's a real thing. That's a real thing they told him. Honestly, kind of the same thing happened with System of a Down. Like there was just no reason why they should blow up like they did. You know, like knowing what the music industry is like. How did they do it? Just a group of Armenian boys came together and made some fucking wacky noises. Like imagine being the executive that gets to hear the System of a Down demos of like, I don't know, fucking Sugar or Cigaro. Like, yeah, let's sign these guys on. They sound like the next big thing. And then they just, you know, they became the next big thing. Those are the two biggest bands of the early 2000s. And God bless them. One of my only regrets in life is that I never went to see Linkin Park live. Because I just kind of assumed they would always be around. I wish I could go back in time and slap myself in the face and be like, they're playing like 200 kilometers away, just go there. Go see them. It's not gonna last, trust me. Are they dead or something? Linkin Park? Just wanna wait for your reply before I... Yeah. Yeah, their lead singer famously killed himself 8 years ago. Kinda crazy that you didn't hear about it. Yeah, Chester Bennington unfortunately committed suicide 2017. And sure, you know, they returned last year with a new singer. And I liked some of the new songs, but hearing them play the old songs live is just kinda wrong. You know, Emily Armstrong she's a fine singer. She nailed the new songs, the ones that came out in May or whatever. But she doesn't really have the power for the old stuff. So it's not really the same. I mean, if they play like really close by, I might go see them, but I'm not gonna like go out of my way. Those executives probably are like the drunk parties here. The drunk people in my area are so backwater, these fuckers have zero music diversity. I hear the same exact 6 songs being repeated over and over. Being drunk is not an excuse for being okay with that. Well, I'm gonna share an unfortunate truth. That's just most people. Like, I don't like using the term normies. Because all things considered, I'm kind of normal myself. As far as my, like, artistic tastes go. But most people don't really venture beyond the Spotify top 10. Or, you know, whatever they happen to listen to in their youth. But Velho, didn't you just go on a whole rant about how you still listen to Linkin Park? Yes. Yes, I did. But I don't just listen to Linkin Park, in fact. I should point out that I just looked at my Tidal Rewind. Can you guys guess how many different artists I listened to this year? Just threw a number out there. Because I just wanna take this opportunity to flex a little bit on what a music knower I am. 10. It's a bit higher. $74. Nope. Guys are still pretty cold. 33. Nope, I will tell you right now. It was 610. Yeah. Pretty close, just off by like a little bit.
Hey John, ready? Wait for it.
Stop! Cut it out! Stop! Stop! The video's over.
Oh, no, I actually got it wrong. I checked the screenshot I took of my rewind and it was actually 605. So basically nothing, actually. But yes, point being I listened to more than 600 unique artists last year, or, you know, this past year. Can't nobody say that my taste in music isn't fucking diverse. You know, just to shut up any doubters as to my status as a music savant. Anyways, where was I before I started flexing with how much time I spent listening to noise? I wasn't really in the music scene in 2017, I just listened to whatever I had. That's fair. Also, yeah, I feel that with Suicide Silence, ever since the lead died, there hasn't been no coming back. The new lead is okay, but it doesn't have the range for the old songs. Yeah, that is sadly a common occurrence. Like, I don't know if you guys know the band Dream State. Probably not, considering they are a Welsh post-hardcore band, and that's just not most people's cup of tea, but they released, I think, 2 EPs and 1 album with their original lineup. And those were like, you know, those kind of reminded me of Linkin Park in the same way that was just something I had never heard before. That was just very unique music. And not just unique, but also very fucking good. They have a song called Primrose, and that's still... I think that's been my #1 listened to song for the past 4 years now. And then, you know, 2022, their lead singer just quit. Citing some kind of mental health reasons, I guess. And then I think their bassist and drummer left as well, and now they have a whole new lineup with only the original guitarist remaining. They're making new music, and it's just, you know, it's just kinda bland. I'm sorry. It's just not very exciting. I wouldn't call it bad. Like, it's okay music. Can you drop the name in chat? I'm not very good at spelling names from hearing. Or Dream State. There you go. Hot take: if the lead singer is absent from the band should be dissolved and they should make a different brand. Maybe. Thank you, I thought it was Dream State. That sounds like a porn parody. But yeah, I guess I agree in some instances. Like if the Linkin Park guys had come back and then just called the band something else, I wouldn't have had such a big problem with what they did. Because I mean, you know, they tried to make like more Linkin Park with their new album. Like the songs that came out in 24. It was pretty clear that they were just trying to make more Linkin Park songs, and it just wasn't working with the new singer. Then they made those 3 new songs in April and May, which were not Linkin Park. At least Unshatter wasn't. Like, Unshatter was just something very, very new, and it worked, and it was very good. It was one of my most listened to songs this year, if not my favorite. But also, it's just not Linkin Park. Just call it something else, you know? If you wanna do something else, call it something else. You know, it'd be kinda like... I don't know, if they made a new James Bond that was like a very introspective psychological movie. No. Just no. But then again, if you're just looking to do more of the same, like when you know, AC/DC, they got a new singer after Bon Scott died. I think that was his name. And they just kept making AC/DC music. With a slightly different sounding singer. You know. Not that big a deal. If they, you know, since they kept calling it AC/DC, I don't really mind. It's very much case by case basis. You mean like Disney, where they remake old movies with the same characters but try to make a new story instead of actually doing a new story? Yeah. Something like that. You know, same thing with when they like, well, where they take like an old character and then they just remake it into something completely different. Like the whole Scooby-Doo remake, it was like, oh, it's Scooby-Doo, but actually they're all in college and they're like doing drugs and the dog's not there. That's just not Scooby-Doo, man. Scooby-Doo is not fucking there. Have you picked up Hogwarts Legacy from Epic? No. Is it free? I gotta check this out. For a second I thought you were about to bring up Velma. Oh, we don't say anything. Specifically avoided saying it. Oh yeah. It is free. Don't mind if I do, Team Sweeney. Kinda wild that they're giving such a new game away for free. But I guess, you know, they gotta build up some goodwill after their CEO put his fucking foot in his mouth once again. There we go. Oh. Okay. The rebels have tanks now. Even though I don't. Yeah, sure, what the hell, throw some rocks on them. That reminds me, they are remaking the original Harry Potter movies into a series. Oh yeah. On HBO, right? With Nick Frost as Hagrid, which is kind of a interesting choice. I hope it's just a faithful recreation of the books instead of a lazy recreation. Yeah, I can't say I really care. I'm just like so resigned from all these new things. I no longer even have the fear of missing out on things. I'm just watching all these new shows and movies and games go by like, wow, that sure is crazy. Wouldn't it be wild if we paid money for that? Can you imagine? Oh man, have you heard the fucking remake of Glumbledorp? They put a gay character in it, so it's woke now. Or they made a character's boobs too big, so it's not woke enough. Okay. I don't know what that is. I might just stick with old games for now. Especially with all these fucking unoptimized piece of shit that require like, what do you call it, the frame generation to run at all. I'm just not buying them. I've probably said it before, but I feel like I need to hammer it home. If your game's not complete, if it's not ready, if it is not a functioning product, I'm not gonna buy it. Simple as that. Especially not if you know that that game already exists. Like, the Oblivion remaster was the only one I kind of considered. And that's just because I love Oblivion. But you know, I looked at it and I was like, yeah, it looks nice, but... I just don't feel like it. I'm just not gonna pay 70 fucking euros for a game that doesn't work. I might watch Fallout Season 2, I guess. Because honestly, the first season I watched it with my dad and it was kinda good. So we'll probably watch it over Christmas or something. Beyond that though, I just don't have it in me to care anymore. The entertainment industry is on fire and I'm just kind of watching it burn. I honestly don't keep up with the streaming services, I pirate them all equally. That's good. Don't give them money. Also, there are genuinely some really good new stuff, like Severance. I watched season 1, I haven't gotten into season 2, but I've been wanting to for a while. Yeah, I heard Severance is good. I also heard that the new Vince Gilligan show's good, whatever it's called, fucking... Pluribus? Something along those lines. Might watch that too. Just cause I mean it's fucking Vince Gilligan. Has that man ever failed? Not since Breaking Bad at least. He's just been on a fucking streak. But you know, all these Resident Evil remakes and Dragon Ages and fucking... Like, even the... Whatever the new game was that won all those awards. Fucking, Player Obscure. Everybody goes on about them all the goddamn time. All the remakes and the new things and the new games and the new shows and the new movies. Like, even the best one, supposedly. You know, Player Obscure, I just can't give a shit. Like, sure, the premise sounds interesting, but... I don't know. I don't really care to find out what the answer to the mystery is. I've just run out of fucks to give, quite honestly. In a very literal sense. So you know what's sad? People out there buying OLED monitors and run like 4x frame gen on them. Claim it's big, and those same people boast about how OLED has the best motion clarity and response times. Oh, the people. They don't know how anything works. Oh. God, the fucking garbage I could sell these people if I had no morals. Also, I got into Mobile Fighter G Gundam 3 episodes in, So far, and I get it. Hell yeah. I'm glad I could spread the gospel. Expedition 33 won a Game of the Year, and also people talk about it being an optimized UE5 game, but it's still a blurry mess even if it gets good performance. So yeah, it's just fair to not care anymore. Yep, it's just gonna be old games and indie games from now on. And I guess, you know, Expedition 33 was considered an indie game even though it fucking isn't. Like, I get it, it's cool that such like a smaller group could make a game like that. But they have a publisher. They had a multi-million-dollar budget, they're not fucking independent. Like, let's just clear that up. Honestly, the only game that I was looking forward to in the 2020s was Kerbal Space Program 2. And Take-Two kind of shit their whole selves out making that game. So that's not happening, I guess. But hey, at least Battlefield 6 looks kinda good, so maybe I'll pick that up when it's 75% off.
The unleashed power of the atom is checked.
Yes, there's a silver lining.
Gelin pazarlığa tutuşalım. Hoşumuza
No. Where are we at? 2 hours? I should probably call it a night. I need to well, I don't need to, but I kinda want to continue my baking marathon. Get all of this shit done before Friday. Already made 1 tray of cookies and another tray of muffins. But I'm still planning to make at least one tray of gingerbread, a cake, and also ice cream. So yeah, I should probably get going if I plan to make one of those today. Or tonight rather, it's fucking 1:15 in the morning. Looking forward to Forza Horizon 6, GTA 6 and the Epic War 5 remaster. Oh yeah, GTA 6 is, I guess, coming at some point. Let's hope they don't... well... I don't know. One part of me hopes that they don't shit the bed with GTA 6. But also one part of me feels that it would be obscenely hilarious if they actually fucked it up somehow. After spending like, what, $2 billion on it. Either way I win, so I don't care. Also there have been good game releases, at least in the sim racing space, like Assetto Corsa Rally. And Assetto Corsa Evo. Oh yeah, I have the first one. I have Assetto Corsa, but I haven't played it. I should probably get around to it. Although both of those are half-baked early access games. Yeah. We'll see. Cookies and muffins sound good. Jeez man, how much you're gonna eat? A lot. Also, I'm not gonna be the only one eating them, so... GTA 6 I was gonna buy day one, but I plan to pirate it because of them union busting. Yeah, that's probably good. It's probably good if we don't give Take-Two any more money ever. Assetto Corsa Evo is an open world version. It's a pretty cool project. Oh, for real? We gotta check this out. Assetto Corsa Evo. Oh yeah, this looks cool. $39.99. Well shit, maybe I should try out Assetto Corsa and then maybe I'll support this, cause this seems kinda cool. This seems like a cool idea. Also, speaking of open world racing games, I should try out that offline mode for The Crew 2. No money for Take-Two. Yeah, fuck 'em. Fuck 'em, I hope they go broke. Not just because they're union busting, but also because they fucked up Star Theory Games over KSP2. And essentially doomed that game for no fucking reason. Besides like, oh, you didn't deliver it quite fast enough for us. Fuck you, your Take-Two, you have fucking hundreds of billions of dollars, just fucking pay him. Ooh, boo-hoo, the game's fucking delayed by 2 months, who cares? But no, the petty fucking assholes just had to wreck the whole game because of it. Oh no, we're just gonna start our own game studio and give it to them. Fuck them, blow them up. In a Minecraft. Uses a real world location as well. Those 20% off pretty often. And that is very cool. I will definitely support this if possible. It is still early access and they are still releasing stuff pretty slowly, like the open world was only added in the last patch. That's why the reviews went from mixed to mostly positive. That sounds good, because currently the only open world racing game I have is Forza Horizon 4. Well, I guess Burnout Paradise 2, but I've kinda played that one to death. You know, as much as I do like Forza Horizon 4, the UK is just not really like a fun place to drive. That's a very dumb choice for a car game. Wrecking the game is just the way it goes when the shareholders run game companies. Yeah. Gotta spite the studios for not delivering on your investment fast enough. I love the UK. I'm the only person to love the scenery. The scenery is fine. But for one, it's too small. And two, I don't like that the cars drive on the wrong side of the road. Japan is gonna be hype though. Probably. I hope Forza Horizon 6 has better wheel support. I don't think I've even played Forza Horizon with the steering wheel. I've been saying that I'm gonna get my goddamn old steering wheel from my parents' place one of these days, but I still haven't done it. Perhaps over Christmas I will do it. I will dust it off and I will get it back into working order. Gonna do some racing streams next year. But hey, it's almost 1:30 and I'm gonna go bake. Gonna go make some muffins. Wheel support is just, they are detected. There are no actual settings for the wheels. You get force feedback, but after feeling what a sim does, I can't go back. Yeah, that's fair. But hey, thanks to everybody who stopped by. I appreciate it. I will see you guys Wednesday for the Christmas stream. It's gonna be a long one. Hope to see you all there. Yeah, next year should be hopefully back to a more normal schedule. Meaning streams like during the day instead of at 1 in the morning. And also more frequently, so there you go. Yep, good night.